We will now begin our opening remarks with Marco D'Angelo for 5 minutes. The floor is yours.
Okay. Merci, Monsieur le Président. Bon après-midi à tous. It's great to be here. On behalf of the Canadian Urban Transit Association and our members, I'd like to thank the chair. I'd like to thank the members of the committee for inviting me to speak about Canadians' travel needs. So here at CUTA, we represent the transit industry, including transit agencies, private sector operators, manufacturers, so the makers of buses and vehicles, on-demand transit service providers, and more. So first, I'd like to thank the Government of Canada for working closely with provinces and municipalities to keep transit running during the pandemic. Funding for transit operations was crucial for our frontline workers during the pandemic and for our nation and as it goes through its economic recovery every day. Currently, we're seeing how provinces, municipal transit agencies, and the private sector are filling the gap to connect Canadian communities. So already we have businesses like Transdev and others that are entering the intercity market. BC Transit connects rural areas, for example, along Highway 16, including many Indigenous communities that depend on affordable transportation to the province's economic and industrial centers. Another example is as of January 1st in Niagara region, the local systems there's several, Niagara Falls, Welland, St. Catharines, Fort Erie. They're going to be merging or being moved up to the region of Niagara. So that'll create vital connections between cities to help boost the economic recovery and, of course, tourism. So I commend the region of Niagara's proactive and innovative approach to regional transit. So additionally, CUTA supports the government's commitment to high-frequency rail to enhance intercity transit on the Quebec-Windsor corridor. It's one of the most densely populated and economically productive parts of Canada. C'est très important que l'AQ appuie le projet de train à grande fréquence du gouvernement parce que c'est important d'améliorer les déplacements entre Québec et Windsor. Canadians in rural and remote areas who work or travel to cities, they need a cost-effective and reliable transit service. So we're confident that our members can meet Canadians' intercity travel needs to support growth. But we believe the federal government should support intercity transit innovation. Ces derniers mois, la fréquentation ne cesse d'augmenter. En septembre, par exemple, nous étions rendus à 73% des niveaux d'achalandage d'avant la pandémie. Les partenariats fédéraux provinciaux ont aidé le transport collectif à ces heures les plus sombres. Cependant, le travail n'est pas terminé. So most agencies are expecting to find revenue shortfalls in the coming weeks as we enter the new year. So our members cannot be forced to make service cuts. That will make a full economic recovery simply out of reach. So sustainable transportation and transit is essential as our economy reopens. So we call on the government to renew emergency transit operating support in 2023 to help transit systems to maintain service levels and encourage the government to renew the earlier this year announced federal provincial housing transit funding arrangement. So together we can keep Canadians connected in our rural areas and our small towns and our large cities. Merci pour l'opportunité de me présenter aujourd'hui et j'ai hâte de répondre à les questions. Thanks for the opportunity to address you today.